Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. We are beginning our deep dive into Muradin, one of the easiest tanks in the whole video game to play. If you ever wanted to get into tanking, this is a great place to start. Not only does Muradin have some phenomenal abilities, some that allow him to get himself in and out of trouble, good CC, he can become almost unkillable or displace enemies on command, and his passive allows him to stay on the battlefield for a very long time. Even on top of just base abilities, he's got some pretty good talents in there too, with a lot of good variety. We have a few videos already lined up, getting ready to cover Muradin right here on the channel. In today's video, we have his most popular build, his most versatile build. If you want to jump into a game and start playing, this is the one you should probably start with. But hey, there's some pretty fun ones out there. We'll get to damage Muradin soon, don't you worry. If you guys want to check out more of our deep dive series, there's a playlist in the video description. But without any further ado, let's get into the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Sky Temple today, and I'm just doing this live. It's been years since I've played Muradin, but he's Muradin. It can't be that hard. Friendly team Muradin, Dahaka, Zeratul, Anduin, and Mephisto. The enemy team Imperious, Thrall, Anubarak, Ghoulish Daniel, and Lieutenant Morales. We're taking Dwarf Block at level 1. This gives us stacks of physical damage mitigation every time we use our leap forward. What are our mana costs here? 45, 50, 55, with 500 mana. Enemy team not fighting over vision, then what are you even playing the game for? They are extremely grouped here, so we are going to jump in, cast our W ability, Thunderclap, not only to do damage and it's a regular slow too, right? Regular slow and an attack speed slow. You may be wondering, what the fuck are you doing in a bush over there, Pally? Don't worry, everything's intentional when you're playing Muradin. It's called getting trait value. We have second wind. Every time I hear about this, I think about the hobbits in the Shire eating second breakfasts and stuff. I just kind of get out of combat and then look at that. I just don't feel pain anymore. That is very dwarven to just forget that things were hurting. It does feel very dwarven. Enemy team is stacking 4 members of their fighting force in the middle right now. Certainly an interesting strategy. Anubarak moving up to the front line. We're just going to keep whacking into him. Because of that regen that I have, you can actually overstay in fights pretty reliably on Muradin, and it's not too big of a deal. Good stun on to the Ghoulish Daniel. The stun is our Q ability, straight line skill shot called Storm Bolts. There are some builds for Muradin that focus purely around that playstyle, and we're definitely going to be covering those on the deep dive. However, those builds have completely moved out of favor with the community, at least it seems. All right, health is getting low, so let's fall back. I don't even really think I need the sippy cup. My mana regen doesn't feel terrible either. 3 a second's really not that bad. There's a lot of pings going down, so I'm actually going to participate and stuff. Let me like stop admiring my dwarvenness, which also feels like a very dwarven thing to do. And we'll try to help out down here in the bottom lane. Now, I don't think I bully Thrall out of this lane or anything. In fact, I would say with this build, which is kind of the standard Muradin, I don't think we're going to have too much damage potential. What we will be is an absolute Hulk of a man, but I do think that there is maybe an even tankier build for Muradin out there than this one. So this is kind of our baseline. This is what everyone's playing. We're kind of talking about it in chat before this too, and a lot of the consensus is that Muradin is the easiest tank in the game, and I definitely agree with that. You can get away with so much stuff. Muradin actually, here's a fun fact, this isn't the A through Z, this isn't a history lesson, but Muradin used to become unstoppable on his leap like that, so you could jump into situations, don't leave me, so you could jump, like, if Azul was trying to crowd control you, you know, a super easy to see cast, you just hop out of it. You decide that that doesn't actually bother you at all and move on with your life. By the time I walked from bottom lane up to here, I've regenerated half of my HP. That stun does land on target, but we're going to start moving back now. Anubarak jumping in on my healer. I don't like that. Now, I don't have too many answers for this Morales other than my Q ability at the moment, but once we hit level 7, that will start to change quite significantly, actually. We did get control of the objective. Level 7 is coming up pretty soon. Morales was walking towards me there. I really should have jumped in on her. We will go ahead and stun the beetle as he moves past us. And let me think about my talent selection really quick. That was a joke. I just wanted to jump away. It's Skullcracker. So every third auto attack against the same target, right, is going to do a small stun and also deal increased damage. You can tell it's happened when that little crit damage pops up. That 220 that you just saw there. That provides a small, like, mini stun with it. So if I chase after Morales like this, we can actually constantly interrupt her healing beam quite reliably. I'm going to stun the beetle next to Thrall instead of Thrall himself. That's unfortunate. But again, we don't really need to back here. Just kind of chill. Just don't take damage. We can go back in a second. I'll go ahead and grab my sippy cup and then start moving for this team again. Slow down their auto attacks as well. I don't want to go too far if my team can't follow, but they're doing a great job so far. Morales pushed out with no life left at all. Easy stun there onto Thrall, and good cleanup. We secure the last little bit of the objective. I knew I had a good feeling about this, bro. You see, the thing is, like, I play damage dealers and I play healers, you know, but at my heart, I've always been a tank player in HOTS. Just the positioning, it just always makes sense to me. Just getting in there and being a hard object for the enemy team to move around. I love it. And Muradin's great at it. He has such an easy escape on that 10-second cooldown if he needs it. But keep in mind, you do kind of have to use your engage aggressively if you want to get those block charges that you see next to my health bar right now. So level 10 is here, and we are just going to pick up Avatar here. This simply makes us tankier. For 20 seconds, we are going to transform to have even more HP. And I can do stuff like this now. Just walk right up to these buildings, absolutely tank the ever-living shit out of everything that's going on here, and be a vessel for my team to succeed. And then we walk away, because we're Muradin, and we forget about everything that just happened to us. I kind of want to go back for mana, but why? Just stay on the map. Let's just keep doing stuff. I'm going to go ahead and grab this vision up here. What the heck? I just returned to the top lane. We might be able to help him out. This guy didn't use his cooldowns very smart. I'll tank the building if that helps. Here's a stun. I got another one here. There's a micro stun. I guess I'll leave. Was that helpful in any capacity? We're going to wait for my health to regen back here. Dahaka trying to get away. We do have a stun in the chamber for Anubarak. I suppose I should mention that my stun does pierce targets too. So, ooh, on the healer. So if they're grouped up like this, we can hit both. Avatar's out. Stay on Morales. This guy walked into the wrong neighborhood. Let's body block that. Oh, it's perfect! It's perfect! We formed the walls! Oh, this is what I needed, dude. I've been getting my ass kicked as Nova all day today. This little squishy shit, just trying to get some damage out when I can before I get rushed down by an entire enemy team. This is the play style for me, dude. We have a 3-level lead right now against this enemy team. And at level 13, the most popular choice for Muradin is Bronzebeard's Rage. We're going to always deal 25 damage around us. If we hit an enemy with our stun, it's going to increase by, I want to say, like 200% for a short window. So this does give us a little bit of lane clear. If there's a Zagara on the enemy team, obviously this is really, really good for clearing out their creep. But the damage is more or less inconsequential until you land that stun and really starts to amp it up a bit. The enemy team's Imperious does have a lot of self-healing, but I have another stun. Let's go ahead and give us some block charges. Good stun. Oh, no. I was just planning on, like, being there. You know, I was just gonna participate. We'll go ahead and pop Avatar and run it down on the enemy healer. There's a good stun right there. Perfect. Oh, the enemy team did do pretty well for themselves, though. I'll go ahead and... I missed the stun on the Nubarak. This could be pretty bad. Our healer does go down. We're going to jump in on Thrall, though, and try to keep the damage up, but Cocoon stops me in my tracks. Dahaka is moving by. Let's go ahead and Thunderclap here into a stun. I'm going to jump forward to try to keep my damage radiating on as many targets as I can, and also give me that sustain that we need. Moving all of my attention onto Imperius because a Nubarak doesn't fucking do anything. We land another stun. I just don't think with Morales there that we're going to be able to close that one out. I'm out of mana. I have so much health. He just needs more blue bar. Honestly, that's what this should do. That's what this level 1 should do. It should give him mana return too. Why not? He's already regenning like crazy. I think Dwarf Launch is the most popular choice here, though. Although there's some great synergies with Stone Form to really increase your healing. Dwarf Launch just allows us to engage further, and in this particular game, that means we're jumping onto the back line even faster to get on targets like this Morales. Let's just go ahead and pop Avatar and stay ahead of this enemy team if we can. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. I'm cocooned. I still have Avatar, so I'm in no danger. Avatar's ending pretty soon. But I'll just go ahead and beat up this building here while we can. Enemy team is getting the objective up top right now, but you could definitely argue that damage on a tier 2 defensive structure is significantly more meaningful than damage on a tier 1 defensive structure. At least I would argue that quite a lot. Enemy team is respawning soon. It's just Imperius so far. Gul'dan's on the way. Let's go ahead and give them a little space. Thrall and Morales up top. Oh, I wonder if they mom vanned up there. Durance of Hate locking... Oh, that was Earthquake too. Durance in the Earthquake means no one's moving for either team. Morales desperately trying to find an avenue of escape, but she has nothing. I almost have Avatar again. Do we want to just run it down middle? We can jump in on this, no problem. Hey, friend, how are you? Oh, we don't talk about that. Delete the VOD. Ah. Zeratul still running it down, dealing a lot of damage underneath that building. Wait, are you playing W build, Zeratul? Hold on, hold on. Is this building killing me? No, he's not. I have been thinking about when are we planning on doing the Zeratul deep dive, you know? And Zeratul kind of has some of the easier builds in the game with Cleave. But really, you can amp up that skill ceiling so quickly depending on the talents you take. He can be one of the most difficult characters in the game. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Man, I think I'm in a Muradin mood right now, bro. Enemy team has been confined to their base. We have a 5-level lead. Oh, are they? Oh, I don't think they're coming out. I think we Muradin'd all over him. We Murricanned and they don't anymore. Oh God, he got it! He got it! Meanwhile, I'm in Avatar now, tanking this building for my team. There are no consequences for any of our actions. Really, I think the moral of this story is play Muradin. God, I'm full health. Oh, at level 20, every Muradin takes rewind. It's so you can stun, rewind, stun. Thank you for watching. 34% of teams damage soaked. 25% of teams damage. Wait, 62,000 damage soaked with 0 deaths. Actually, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. How was my teammate? My team didn't say a word, I'm pretty sure. Should I give you guys a 1 right now? Plainly Jared, thank you so much for the 21 months. Talents we went for in today's video. Oh, you pinged? That's true. That's true. That's true. You did ping. We have Dwarf Block at level 1. Jumping in gives us block stacks. I have been advised that if you're playing against someone like a Tassadar or one of those pesky tracers or really any Overwatch hero, Zarya attacks super quick too. Don't pick this because they will just shred. You're jumping in thinking you're getting survivability and they just shred that survivability away. Reverberation at level 4 into Skullcracker at 7. This talent, I'm not a fan of it in general. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it. It is amazing versus Morales. We had literally best case scenario for this talent. Avatar at level 10 to make us even tankier. Bronzebeard's Rage into Dwarf Launch into Rewind at level 20. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you want to see more of our deep dives, check the video description. Goodbye.